Hello and welcome to Hot Money on Bloomberg Quint Live, India's first digital live streaming business news service. This is the show which gets you a complete wrap of all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. I'm Darshan Mehta. Let's welcome our experts and technical analyst NS Fidai, Amit Shah of India Bulls Ventures, and Nikhil Balenjkar also joins us on the show. Many thanks to all of my guests for joining me. Before we go to the technical analyst, let's go across to Yash Upadhyay, who has a call on Power Grid this time around. Good afternoon, Yash. What's the sense that you're getting in?
Good afternoon, Darshan. So there's a sell signal coming in on Power Grid. It's down in trade today as well, very close to the lowest point of the day. And what we've seen is that the stochastics indicator, which is in the lower panel over here, that has given a negative crossover. What is the stochastics indicator? Basically, it is a trend following momentum oscillator. As we know, it helps identify when a price move is overextended. It could be the case when it comes for most of these power names. We'll get to know when we speak to most of these, most of our technical analysts. But over the last, quite a few trading sessions, actually, in fact, from the mid of February, most of the power stocks, they have been in, in focus. Power Grid being one of them. It's gone from the levels of 175 to as high as 200. And in the last two trading sessions, it has been correcting with that weakness, wiping out almost all of the gains of its previous week. Also, an interesting, formation on the charts is the evening star formation. What I mean by the evening star formation is that a big green candle is followed by a star. Basically, a star is a candle where the real body is very small, followed by a large candle on the downside with its closing being below that of the price of the first candle, which is a bullish candle. And what we've seen today is the fact that it is quite weak in trade. Could this weakness continue? We'll find out from our technical analyst.
Yeah, I think you sound more like a technical analyst now, Yash. But if you take the historical trend and whenever this formation has happened in the past, what's the return, average return that investors have got?
So Darshan, 4 out of the last 6 times that this indicator has hit, it has managed to give returns of close to 4.5% over the next 20 days.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Yash. Amit, what's the sense on Power Grid?
There could be some near-term profit booking towards the levels of 190, but I don't see much trouble beyond that. In fact, actually around 175, it has made a nice base for itself. It has made a higher high again. So this is just a correction, a small profit booking within the uptrend. So I would not read much into it.
You wouldn't short here?
No, I wouldn't short.
Okay, NS,
in fact,
in fact,
I would look to buy on declines.
What level?
Around 190.
Okay, 190. NS, what's the sense?
Similar like Amit, I would wish to buy this around 190, keep a stop loss or up to 188 and keep a stop loss at 186. On the upside, if the stock is able to cross 207.8 and crosses above, then it gets some momentum and it can go much higher. It can go almost 30 rupees upside, so almost 230 could be the target on the upside.
Okay, Nikhil, what's the sense at 197? What should you do on Power Grid?
I think that I agree with the other two.
Okay, what are you reading into the chart? So would you buy at this level? What's the sense that you get?
Well, it is at a support at 199. So if it comes down, it can come to the top of a cloud, the Kumo cloud, which is around 192, where there is a strong support. Okay. Only if it breaks 192 will it go below that.
Okay,
so
that's
it could bounce from 192.
Okay, so I think that's the sense that we're getting in. Rather than shorting Power Grid, look for levels in which levels close to 190 where you can start accumulating. Let's start with the first round. Amit Shah is betting on Praj Industries at this point of time. Praj had seen a massive short build up from levels of almost 32,000 right down to levels of 20,000. You see a revival coming in?
Yes, definitely. So, okay, now this is a monthly chart that we are seeing. For 6 months, what we are seeing is a falling trend. So on a monthly closing basis, that's each candle is a monthly candle. So this period is last 6 months. So for 6 continuous months, it has been falling and is in a declining trend. So every candle has a lower low and a lower high. So the previous candle high is lower. So it's a falling trend. Basically, prices are declining. Now we are towards the closing of this month, and we have seen a higher high and a lower high as well. So the monthly trend is changing on the positive side. Also, what is more important is overall Praj Industries is in a strong uptrend. It has respected even on the previous occasions around its monthly 220 EMA, and on the monthly it has actually reversed the trend and the overall trend is up. So it is a very strong signal on the upside. Also, if we can have the daily charts, please. Yes. And after a long time, if you see, the average which had cut, this is a 20 versus a 50 EMA. So after a long decline, which we have seen on the monthly charts as well, we are seeing a positive crossover on the daily charts as well. So it's a very strong signal both on the monthly trend and in the near-term picture. So this augurs a very good buy for trading as well as investment. I think a decent upside should be coming.
Should you buy at this level? Should you wait for declines? What's the stop loss and target?
So the target for this is the first target is 26,500. Eventually, I see the stock heading towards the second target of 28,000 on the upside. One should utilize small declines. One can buy, frankly, limited, maybe even 50% at this current market price, and one can use declines towards 23,500 to 24,000. A small decline to add positions, and the stop loss would be 22,700.
Okay, that's the sense we're getting in. Thanks so much for that, Amit. NS, what's the sense on Praj Industries? I
agree with Amit in the longer term, but in short term, what I believe is the stock can face a strong resistance around 26,000, 26,600. At that moment, people can go short in extreme short term for trading purposes and can buy on dips around 24,000, but keep a stop loss below 23,500.
23,500 is the stop loss. Nikhil, what's the sense that you have on Praj Industries?
According to me, it has yet not given a breakout. Though on the daily charts, there is a reverse head and shoulder formation. And on the Ichimoku chart, it is given a buy signal, but there is no breakout. The breakout can happen over 24,587. Okay. Only if it were to close over that, I would like to buy it. However, there is a very strong resistance, like he said, between 26,000 and 27,000. And the stop loss would have to be deep, around 23,000, which is the lower end of the Kumo cloud, which acts as a very good support.
So at this level, you won't do anything?
I don't think that I'll go for a buy at the moment.
Okay, that's the sense we're getting in on the first stock, that's Praj Industries. Little divided opinion that's coming on the first stock. The second stock we want to talk about is NS Vidai, and he's talking about Dwarikesh Sugar. Sugar had a good run, but of late, I think it has been losing steam. Similar was the case with Dwarikesh. What makes you bullish?
So I'm using actually the line chart. Usually I rarely use this line chart, but now it is showing a very powerful cup and handle pattern. If you see this is a huge cup that has formed over a period of almost you can say almost 10 months or higher. And then again a smaller cup, you can see, that is formed over a period of lesser time frame. So this was more of price and time correction that happened, and it created a cup and handle. Now if you see this right now, it is making a smaller handle within the next handle. So this handle becomes a cup, and if you see this area around 33, 34, if 33, 34 is taken out on closing basis, if price starts trading above that, then that would be you have very good targets possibilities, 33, 38, 45, and you can see 53 also. So right now it is at 30, so 33 would be 10% from here just to come to this area. Moment it crosses above 34, then you will have 38, 45 and 53. On the downside, you can keep a stop loss below 27, just near to this. So this is 27.50 approximately. You can keep a stop loss just below that. 50 paisa should be good enough for this stock, because overall it is showing very good momentum on the volume side also. And earlier also, whenever it gave a breakout or it came to this 33, 34 area, it always came with very good volumes. So I believe the targets are very good. And
what's the importance of this line? How did you come across this line?
I see this. There is a multiple top here, right? So this top, and if you connect that top, that's how you get a horizontal. And usually you when you see a cup and handle, you always look out for a horizontal breakouts. So when there is a horizontal line breakout, it means that price is always taking resistance in this area and then maybe dips. But now see this, though it has taken a resistance, it has not dipped as deeply as it has done here. Okay. So every time, if you you take this trough size, this will be very small. So this will be the first target. Okay. And the next trough size, from here up to this line, this could be a second target, and the third target could be the deeper.
Should you buy now? Should you buy it low?
You can add. You can buy this. You can buy more on up to 27. And keep us 27.50 and keep a stop loss at 27.
Okay, that's the sense. Thanks so much for that, NS. Nikhil, Dwarikesh Sugar, what are you reading?
Yeah, it is just about giving a breakout over 29. 29.85. However, if this breakout fails, because the earlier breakout has already failed, but I think this time it will give a breakout. So I think a buy can be at this level and extended target around 42 with a stop loss at 27.8.
Okay, that's the sense. What about you, Amit?
Yeah, I mean, see, it has not yet broken out, but it is showing all signs that it probably might just break out. You know, the preceding move has also been quite sharp along with good volumes. So it's giving an early indication of possible breakout. So one can make an entry at current market price as well. Keep a stop below 26, and you know, the first target should be around 34 region. Once it moves beyond that, it can have a sharp upside towards levels of 50 to 52 rupees on the upside.
Okay, so that's the sense we're beginning in on Dwarikesh Sugar. I think consensus view on the bullish side for the counter. Moving on, Nikhil recommends buying Yes Bank this time around. Nikhil, if we can have you, let's have the chart. It's a little confusing chart, so you'll have to explain what makes you bullish.
Yeah, Darshan, this is what is called as an Ichimoku chart. So the Ichimoku chart is an independent trading system which consists of a conversion and a baseline and a lagging line, as well as a Kumo cloud, which is made by lagging Senoko A and Senoko B. So this is the cloud, and these are the conversion line and the baseline. Now the buy signal is whenever the conversion line goes above this, and it is confirmed by this cloud moving up. So the yellow line going above the pink line is a buy signal. Similarly, the green line going above the red line is a buy signal.
Okay.
But more than that, even on the traditional technical analysis, this is a zone of consolidation which has happened on the daily chart for a long period of time. If you see over here, there is a gap up breakout which happened yesterday above this, with a close above this, and with a high volume. So even if you take a volume breakout, this has happened. It is confirmed by the Ichimoku chart, and I also tend to see point and figure charts where it has given a breakout over the triple top formation, which is a very, very, very bullish sign. So I'm very bullish on Yes Bank, and in fact today it is up. So once it closes about 268, it can go to the first target is actually this resistance line, which is 284, here.
Which is 380 or...
Yeah, no, the target is 354, but 284 is the immediate target. So if you're a trader, you can keep a stop loss just below 254 and trade for maybe 3-4 days, it will reach 284. And if you are kind of positional trader, you can have a 354 target. Once it crosses 268, you can bring the stop loss to 268.
Okay, so that's the sense. I believe you have one more weekly chart also, if we can have that chart also. Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's confirmed that in both the periods it has given a breakout over this.
Okay, that's the sense. Would you buy at this level, or
yes,
you would buy at this level?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Nikhil. NS, what's the sense?
Well, I would carry my trade actually. I'm already, like, you know, I feel the stock has good potential. It has moved up sharply in last 3 days, almost 10% upside. And one can keep carrying stop loss below 264. And on the upside, I believe that there is a gap there that happened somewhere in September, where the stock fell very sharply with huge volumes. So that will act as a very strong resistance. So that is somewhere like, you know, between 309 and 330. That is where one should start booking their profits and maybe buy on dips again to the similar area from where it has given a breakout. Maybe it will come back to maybe 260 or 250 also. Okay.
What about you, Amit?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, you cannot go wrong with banking in this bull market. You know, it's been all the way banking. I think Yes Bank also is looking quite good on charts. It has already broken out a few days back. I see a move towards 310, 315 zone on the upside. One can keep a stop loss of about 264 on the downside and ride the up move.
Okay, so I think it's a bullish call that's coming in on Yes Bank. Let's start with the second round this time around. Amit is betting on Praj Industries this time around. Let's pull up the chart. Amit, explain what makes you bullish on Praj Industries.
Yeah, so you know, just first talking about the current scenario, I'll just like to talk about the one preceding it. So it's a monthly chart, and we have seen a long bull market where the stock has been a big multi-bagger in this phase. Post that, it has had a very not very sharp correction, and what you are seeing here is this top, then another this top, and then another this top. So it's a 10-year range, and the stock has actually now broken out above this 10-year range. You know, stocks breaking out about 10-year ranges, it's not normal. It has to have significant importance when it does that. This is also, you know, this particular candle has is the breakout candle, and it is there with very, very strong volumes on the monthly charts. So that augurs a very, very strong setup, not just for a trading, but you know, this could be your a portfolio stock where you can expect even life highs on the stock. Now, if we come to the near-term picture, can we switch to the daily charts?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the daily charts as well, what we are seeing here is, yesterday we had a range breakout from this small consolidation. It's been holding on to its near-term averages, taking supports. The near-term trend is up. It's been continuously making higher highs. So, you know, the momentum is building up even in the near term. I mean, overall, expecting the stock to do fantastically well going ahead.
Where's the range breakout? You said there was some range breakout.
Yeah, this candle was a small flag kind of a pattern, and this was the breakout which has happened yesterday.
Okay, so it's at 155. What should one do if someone is looking to take a position? Should he buy now? Should he wait for a lower level? What should he do?
No, I think one should actually accumulate the stock even at current market price. Of course, dips are always welcome so that your risk reward becomes more favorable. But one can definitely buy at current market price. The first target that I have is 175 rupees, but I think overall it should definitely head towards 220 on the upside.
How long do you see this?
Of course, 220 should be like a, you know, 1.5 to 2 months kind of a target, but 175 probably can happen in a week or two.
Okay, so it's a bullish and the volume supporting, and what's this part, if you can explain?
Yeah, so steadily the ADX is also rising, you know, which I mean, of course, the trend itself tells you that it's trending up, and slowly the ADX is also rising, which definitely shows that the trend is trending on the upside.
Okay, many thanks for that, Amit. Fiday, I think you've in the earlier shows you've spoken about Praj. Are your targets met? Are you still bullish?
No. My targets were very high. If you remember, I had a very similar view like Amit has. Right now, for the traders, they can keep a stop loss at 147 if they are, like, you know, thinking of going long right now at this moment, and for trading purposes in extreme short term. You can expect an upside of around 170 in extreme short term, and moment it crosses 175, 177, the stock can go much higher, like Amit has said. On the, like, you know, very long term, if you are buying and if you want to hold it for a longer term, then you can keep a stop loss at around 125, 124. And you can hold it for a very long term. Okay, that's Nikhil. Any view on Praj Industries?
I think that it should close above 168, 169. It is just about giving a breakout. The confirmation will come if it closes, and then I think the target would be 184 with a stop loss around 158.
Okay, so you wouldn't buy
pattern breakout.
You would buy only.
No, I think you can buy it here because the stop loss is near, and I think it is going up because it shows that it has given a pattern breakout, come down, retested, and it's again going up.
Okay. So I think it's a consensus positional view on Praj Industries. I think the earlier guests will also come on the show, and NS also. I think Praj features among the stock which is being spoken about as a positional bet. The second stock that Fiday wants to bet on is Indo Star. I don't think we've discussed Indo Star on this show before, but what makes you bullish on the counter? It's a recently listed counter, so doesn't have too much history, but yeah.
It has a limited history, but the overall pattern right now in extreme short term, if you see, it's a huge triangle on the chart, which already is visible, like, you know, and multiple supports on this support line, and the breakout has happened very strongly yesterday, and today also the stock is trading upwards only. And on the, like, you know, if you see, it's also a cup and handle, which was very similar pattern that we saw in Dwarikesh. Now see this, like, you know, it's a huge cup kind of a handle, a smaller handle happened here, and it has given a breakout. Now that has also like, you know, the move that yesterday we saw was with very good volumes. So that means, like, you know, the people who are like, you know, bullish on this counter have already taken a bet, and they are looking for an upward targets. What we feel is like, you know, it can go up to 420, 440 and 460 on the high side, and you can buy this up on the dips also up to 355. And keep a stop loss at 343. Okay, so
basically with the rally that's happened in the past few days, is you recommending that
you can buy at this level also, add on up to 355 in worst case if it comes down for some reason, like, you know, you can add there, and you can watch out for target of 420, 440 and 460 on the
But what's the time frame that
you can see it could happen in 1 to 3 months also, and the risk reward is quite favorable. And if you even take 420, so that's almost like 10% here from here. So that can happen in extreme short term also, maybe in 15 days to 1 month also.
Okay, many thanks for that, NS. Nikhil, what's the sense? Indo Star, is that something you try?
Yes, I agree with him that it has given a breakout, but there is a resistance at 388, which is the top of the Kumo cloud. Only if it closes above that, then you will get the positional target of maybe around 440, 450. And the stop loss for this would be 358.
358. Would you buy at this level?
Yes.
You would buy at this level, Amit?
I would look for some momentum to build up on the upside before taking an entry. Yes, it's been trading sideways and it's just trying to break out. I would look for a close about 375 to actually get into the stock with a stop of 340. Overall, once that materializes, the stock is likely headed towards 425, 430 zone.
Okay, that's the sense that we are getting in on the stock Indo Star. And the last stock, at least from our guest before Yash again comes in, is Jubilant FoodWorks. I think it's a trader favorite. Let's have the chart. Nikhil, if you can explain what makes you bullish on the counter.
So again, as you can see that in Jubilant Food, there is what is known as an ascending triangle with a breakout already seen over here.
Yeah.
Over this. And again the same thing, the Ichimoku charts are also showing that the green line has gone above the red line, and over here also there is a crossover indicating that this is going up, including the RSI is also confirming the same thing. So the pattern target would be from here to here, that much more. So that would probably be at the previous top of 1566. But if you take the longer term charts and see the Elliott pattern, there is a possibility of this stock going to 1760. So my target for a positional or kind of slightly, say if you're trading the futures for 1 month, 1566. But if you want to buy in delivery, then 1760 is the target.
1760. I believe you have one more chart on the daily chart also. Let's pull that out also. So is this the breakout? Is this a breakout thing?
Yes, it is a breakout, but because there is a slight, what I feel, what I've told my clients is that they should wait for a dip towards 1420 with a stop just below 1400 and then buy. Because it's on the very short term, it's likely to correct a bit.
Okay, so you expect a little bit of correction, but so would you buy at this level or no?
I would wait till 1420, 1410.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Nikhil. What about you, NS? What's the sense you're getting on Jubilant FoodWorks?
The stock is actually done very well in extreme short term also, and now it's facing a bit of a tiredness here. On the upside, it needs to cross 1490, 1492. If it does that, then you can see more momentum in the stock, and maybe it can go almost up to 1540 or 1560 also. On the downside, as I said, it's got a good support. And I would see a bit lower support somewhere around 1385, and one should keep a stop loss around 1383, 1384. And if it comes there, it would be a good opportunity to add over there.
Okay, not buy at this level. You will also wait for
No, I would not buy right now. I would be happy to buy it more expensive, maybe around 1490 to 1494.
Okay, what about you, Amit?
See, this stock has already established its trend. So I would actually look to buy this one on decline because it has already had a strong trend, and today it's showing a bit of possibility of maybe tiring it out in the near term. So 1380, 1400 zone is a good zone to buy. I'll keep a stop below 1340 and ride it towards 1550 on the upside.
Okay, that's the sense that we're getting in on the final stock as far as Jubilant FoodWorks is concerned. And finally, Yash comes back, and this time he has a chart on Corp. Yash.
Afternoon, Darshan. So yet again, a good indicator that we're using, the proprietary Bloomberg indicator, which is the trender indicator. The trender line, which is the green line over here, that is at the mark of 754. The stock is also very close to 754. In fact, the trender line is at 754 and a half. Should it manage to close even at these levels or fall further and close at those levels or lower levels, the trender line, which is green right now, would flip its color from green to red. And historically, what we've seen, this is a 1 year daily chart of the stock. Every time that the trender line has changed its color from green to red, we've seen some deep gashes as far as Corp is concerned.
What's the historical strike rate, Yash?
Darshan, 10% is what the stock could go down by over the next 1 month is what the trender indicator suggests. And that is only when the stock closes below 754 and a half.
Okay, that's it. And thank you so much for that, Yash. Amit, Corp?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, it had a very large bearish candle. Now that doesn't paint a good picture in the near term, so it definitely opens up possibility of downside sub 700. But only thing is, there was not much volumes accompanied by such a large candle. Whenever you see such large candles accompanied by strong volumes, that's a strong indicator that momentum is building on the downside. But that's just a bit of hesitancy, where the volumes are not that much. But I would not look to buy this stock as of now.
Okay, what about you, NS?
Yeah, I believe I agree with Yash. I see the stock coming down to 705 in extreme short term. And one can buy around that area for maybe a bounce back again to 800. And that would be a good trading opportunity to buy on dips around 705 or 700.
Okay, and Nikhil, what's the sense?
Well, on the weekly chart, it has given a breakdown of a bullish double W pattern. What is a double bottom pattern? So I think it will come down to 662. I agree with Yash. There is a big downside over there.
Okay, that's the view that's coming in on the final stock. But before we end the show, it's expiry today. So important to ask our guests what they feel about the market and what they feel about the next series. Amit, I'll start with you. Closing above 1150 or below, at least as far as today's expiry is concerned. And what's the sense of next series?
See, markets have, of course, as we all know, run up very, very sharply. And even in the Bank Nifty also, when in last hour show, we did speak that Bank Nifty is likely to test the support zone of 29,000. It did test 29,150, and then again, so the way it is sharply bouncing back the index, there's still not much of profit booking happening. At best, for what markets are doing is they are consolidating while the broader markets are still doing very, very good. There's buoyancy. So eventually, I see markets heading towards 11,750. I don't think sharper dips are coming for now.
Okay, Nes, what's the sense?
Well, till it holds above 11,470, you can stay long in the Nifty. And on the upside, you can see maybe it needs to cross 11,576, 700. Those could be the targets in extreme short term, where you can book your profits and maybe.
And today you feel 11,500 will hold?
Should hold, yeah.
Okay, and Nikhil, what's the sense?
Yes, I think so, that both Nifty and Bank Nifty are looking bullish, and it should hold 11,500, and I think that it is going to a new high.
Okay, that's the sense. I think it's a consensus bullish call that's coming in as far as the Nifty is concerned. But with that, it's wrap on today's edition of Hot Money. Many thanks to all of my guests, Amit, NS, Nikhil. Thank you so much for coming in today.